Hey guys, Grant here with my boy Peter. We got another Gutter Growth podcast for you. We're just wrapping up the end of the year, and I had to get with my dog, man. First off, I always appreciate all the support, but it's absolutely fabulous watching what you and your team are doing, man. It's like I feel like it's the total takeover, man. There's only a couple of you guys that are getting the bag like you are. So I wanted to really get on here and give you some shine, man, and talk a little bit about what you're doing. So everybody that's out here, man, this is my good friend Peter Palomeque. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Good. How are you?
Good, good.
About time we actually get on. I know you've been asking for a hot minute, but we finally got it done.
Yeah, and let's do more of this, man, because I know what you got coming up for 2026 is even bigger than what you've been doing in 2025. But let's just jump right into it. So I think me and you met, what was it, 4 years ago? Three? I feel like it was four now.
Yeah, possibly going to four because I know it was early in 2021 or 22 that all of this happened. Yeah.
Yeah, so I want to talk a little bit. What was going on before you had reached out? You reached out about the machine, but what
Well,
was
the
going
thing is
on
that
time with you?
the way I started, everybody asked that question, Peter, how did you start it and how did you grow? So I always say I'm always thankful. Sometimes people like to talk smack. I'm not that type of guy. Obviously, I started with leaf filter. That brings a big red flag. But I mean, if you know how to do the job, if you know how to talk to the ops and everything, and they can feed you work, let's do it. So obviously, I started with leaf filter in 2020, and I'm still with them now. I always give them one machine and we're still working up to today. So that's how it started. He was like, "Hey, Peter, why don't you buy your first gutter machine?" I'm like, "Man, I don't even know how to use a machine."
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Nah, don't worry, the same way we showed you how to install filter gutter guards, he's like, that's the same way we're gonna be able to teach you how to use the machine." So I bought my first machine. I think I bought a box truck with a 5-inch what's that machine called that has like the little panda on it? The it's like those
I
red
can't
ones with
remember.
that little panda on it.
Oh,
But
like a
the
panther?
Panthers, yeah. It was a
Yeah,
5-inch
yeah.
Panther,
Uh-huh.
and a guy was going back to Mexico, and he had it on the market, and I told him, bro, I'll give you 9 bands right now, with truck and
Yeah.
everything. And he was like, give me 10. So I drove out there. I made the drive out there. I brought it back. I took my entire team. None of us knew what we were even looking for in the machine because we never even owned one. So
Yeah.
we went out there. It came with ladders. It came with generators, everything.
You had the whole
And
machine right there. Yeah.
with the whole machine, box truck, and everything. And ever since, everybody after I bought my 5-inch machine, it was just like a little ladder. Keep climbing.
Yep.
I didn't have
Yep.
no machine. He said, get a machine. Then I got a 5-inch machine. Then he's like, you need a combo so I can feed you more work. Then I was looking and looking, and my boy Grant came in the way, and he was all the way in Texas. And I told my wife, I'm like, hey, let's make the drive out there. Let's go buy this machine. And ever since, now I got 3 rigs of my own, 3 combos.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you showed up, man. That was like our first time dealing with each other like that. You hit me up. We made a deal. You were there in a couple days. Boom, showed up. We switched it out. You took it back. And we've been chopping it up ever since, man. You came out and
Yeah.
showed some love to the summit too. So we were so
No,
thankful for
that's what
that.
that's what really made me grow too. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. After the summit, I've been a whole different person. I left behind all of the homies that are supposedly there that say they're really there. They're only there when you actually have something. But
Yep.
when you're in need, nobody really shows up.
Mm-hmm.
So that I mean, I learned a lot. I learned how to take care of more of my customers, worry about them first before anything, make sure they're
Yep.
happy, they're satisfied and stuff like that. So I'm not gonna lie, this 2025, I've been hearing a lot of people say that it was kind of slow, that it was kind of bad for them, but for Palomeque Gutter, it's been the whole different. It's just different,
Come on, man. I've
Yeah.
been
So
cheering you on the whole time. You already know it, man. It's a couple guys, man, that I make sure I'm cheering y'all along the whole way. You're also like myself, a father of six, man. How does that play with the motivation? We got mouths to feed, right? We got to make sure that they get to vacation and live life and eat good food. I know y'all do some traveling, but like outside of that, how is that like? being a father translate into being a business owner and having a vision, and you're creating a really nice company that's blowing up.
Well, that's the thing, having the right team. I was that type of person that I don't like the people to talk, oh no, that guy is all for him. That guy is all for him. That guy is all for him. So no, I make sure that when I get a big job, a big project, and if it requires traveling, I tell my guys straight up, because I know what kind of guys I have and I know how much work they can produce and they can handle.
Yep.
So I got hit with some big apartments in Wisconsin, matter of fact, for an example, So I told them, I'm like, look, listen, boys, I'm going to go ahead and take care of you guys. I'm going to pay you guys 3 days. I don't care if you get it done in a day, in 2 days, 3 days, but I'm going to pay you guys 3 days. My boys went out there and showed love. In 1 day, they knocked that shit out. I didn't even have to spend in a hotel or nothing, and I still paid them their 3 days. I took them out to eat and everything, So, I mean, that's what I really learned, take care of your guys, and then you're gonna be in good hands for you to spend more time doing your estimates and doing your things and being home with the family than being out there in the field,
Yeah, absolutely.
So now what I really got to focus on is hitting these leads, because I'm not going to BS nobody, I've been growing, but it's been under umbrellas, under other people. So like wherever we go, if we go to Indiana to your boy that we helped out too, that you told him to reach out to me. I think his name was but he's in Elkhart, Indiana, or something like that.
Yes.
Somerset, something Summer Gutters.
I'm having because I recommend so many. There's so many bits and pieces.
So like when we went out there to help him, then I was also in St. Louis helping a couple of other people too. That I started helping in Omaha, and then they reached out to me. They told me I wanted to go help them out in St. Louis. I went and helped them out in St. Louis. So I was in St. Louis for like 2 months, but like I keep saying, it's under other umbrellas, which that doesn't make me mad, because
but at least you're transparent about it and you know where the work's coming from, right? We talk a lot about gathering the data, and so you understand what threshold you're at right now, and that's fine. You're under an umbrella. I've been under umbrellas a lot of times too, and quite simply, your next step, what that is. It's getting out from under that, right? So you can use that umbrella when needed, when it rains, right? But also make sure that you have your other lead sources that are coming in.
That's what I'm trying to focus on this 2026, because like I told you, I got 3 rigs. I got the right people. As long as I take care of them, I don't really mind, because I mean, I'm not going to sit back home and just wait until something comes under my name, like if I could keep getting hits from umbrellas and helping others out grow too, we're all growing, because at the end of the day, they're out there putting their name out there. We're out there doing the work. People are obviously seeing my trucks and trailers out there. And I mean, if they don't like it that my stuff is wrapped, I can't really say much about that. I mean, we're helping them out, because over here in Iowa, we do have those contractors that they don't want me to wrap my trucks. I told them, hey, you buy me a truck and a trailer and a machine, and you want me just to work for you, I'll go ahead and do it,
Yeah, but make sure that bag is right?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be right.
Has to be. Talk to us this past year. What was your biggest hurdle in 2025? Like, what was that thing at the beginning of the year that you were looking at that, you know, was like, ah, man, okay, we got to figure this out. But then you did. Walk me through that a little bit.
All right. So my biggest hurdle in this 2025 was thinking that that position called GC was gonna be easy, you know.
Uh-huh.
So
Tell
after
them.
my experience of what I learned at Gutter Summit, I tried bringing it right into play over here in Iowa, and it didn't work. You know, like I kept telling everybody, "Hey, I do roofing, I do siding, I do gutters, I do framing," and then it was a big stress. I mean, I was already stressing enough with gutters.
Yeah.
Because like I told you, everybody kept saying that it's been a slow year. But for me, I think this 2025, the most I was home was like a week and a half. And that was from like the third week of February to like the end of February. That was like the only time we didn't work for like a week and a half. Then every day we've been out there killing it, you know. So I started trying to expand, but I was getting led on to people that knew other trades that I thought was going to leave me money. But at the end of the day, when I was noticing, I was even coming out, breaking out of my pocket to pay them, you know. So in my head, I said, wait, you know, you got to slow down. You got to start. I wasn't hearing numbers from roofing. I wasn't hearing numbers from framing. I wasn't hearing numbers from siding. So they were telling me one price. And then, you know, it's just like gutters. At the moment you're bringing down the gutter and the facial falls, that's a whole different price.
Yeah.
And I didn't have no type of experience in that. They kept grabbing me. They're like, oh, no, but we replaced like 8 sheets of plywood, you know? So I didn't know that they had to get paid more. But obviously I did, but I didn't know the prices.
Right.
So then when they were sending me their invoices, I wasn't even breaking nowhere near to the one that I was invoicing. So it was making me look bad in the beginning because I kept telling them, look, I'm not even making money off this. I'm over here stressing, and I'm the one who has the insurances in and everything. So then I calmed down.
Yep.
I kept going just to gutters, and then I just kept YouTubing and asking close friends, you know, the ones that were really going to help me grow and be on my side and stuff like that. So I ended up coming up with a good cider. I ended up coming up with a roofer. Mm-hmm. I went downhill with the roof like bad this year. I'm not going to lie, like bad. Like we needed to get those people that come in and dry the houses on the inside. But I mean, that's how you learn. That's the only way you're going to learn, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you got to pay training that way, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I got things coming up for 2026. Like I could tell you my first one's coming up here in 3 weeks.
Where are you going?
To Las Vegas.
Let's go.
I'm going to that roofing convention, that big one they do in Vegas.
So it's the IRE. I don't know if you remember, I went last year. It was in San Antonio. And what an event, man.
Yeah. Woo. And I know a couple of people from the gutter growth that posted on that are going too. Like some even reached out to me on Facebook that we met actually at the gutter growth. They're like, yo, my boy Peter, you going? I'm like, yeah, bro. He's like, hell yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta catch that. And listen, we heard you loud and clear. You know, we got Gutter Summit this year, man. And I'm gonna talk to you about that another time, but we absolutely want to make sure that we're offering the education bilingually. I tried really hard last year to figure out how to do a certain type of, but I think I got it figured out anyway, because that's super important to me. You know how I roll, man. And let's find a way to get you involved. You got a great story. And so I want to invite you to be able to come out there and maybe speak for us.
No, yeah, man.
What you're doing.
With my heart, I'm feeling it already. I'm already feeling those goosebumps, you know?
Come on. Okay, so for you listeners, there's a lot of people that get really busy and you want a sub that you can trust. Well, Peter's that guy. I can vouch for him. There's very few people that, you know, I would say, hey, call in from out of state. Him and his team are absolutely that group of people. He's already helped some people that I know. It's went spectacularly. You know, so definitely you're available for that in 26, right? People reach out to you. Listen, you get a big project and you're like, I don't know if my team can do this, or maybe my team needs some support, or maybe if I could sell these big projects, I could have a really good relationship with the sub. I absolutely recommend Peter and his team for sure.
That's what a local guy is doing in Iowa right now too. And we were at the Gutter Summit too.
So what's your plan for 2026? Are you going to do another rig, 3 rigs, just grow where you're at, like in a different way in your business?
You know what? This year I want to focus on one, that's what I was telling you. That's the reason I'm making that trip up there, because I want to see if I start selling like those big companies with the roofing, siding, gutters, everything, all one package. You know, I really want to
Okay.
learn that so bad. And two, I want to focus on all my three machines. I want to make sure I have, because right now I have four solid guys that I trust that I call mine. And on top of that, I have two more that are backups that if I call them, I told them, hey, I need you today, they'll be there, you know.
Yep.
Because
Okay,
they
good.
mostly work off apps, you know, doing DoorDash and like Uber Eats and Amazon
Yep.
Flex, you know.
Yep. Yep.
So in the summertime, I keep them busy too. So I count with six guys right now. I
Okay.
don't even count myself in anymore because ever since my mother-in-law and my father-in-law went back home this September, I just stopped working. I started focusing on myself. It took a lot of mentally conversations with the wife and everything, and like you were saying, focusing on the kids, and I needed to focus on me. My kids kept
Yep.
telling me that they want to go out to the park and they want me to be running with them, and ever since I started gaining again weight, so I got to like 305.
Okay.
So I told myself, I'm like, bro, I just can't, because if I gotta go check on my guys, I'm not even gonna be able to climb the ladder or anything, you know.
Yep.
So I started dropping. So ever since November 21st, all of a sudden I just started to get back in the gym and everything. Right now I'm a solid 258 in like a month.
Good job, brother. I see you out there putting in that work. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, we got to do something. You know, we're still sponsoring kids soccer's, even adults leagues. We just won the trophy this Sunday too.
I saw that.
So
Congratulations.
yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about like what that looks like for your company, man, and how you guys give back. I know you got to be big in the community. You have a large family, and that, you know, almost whether you want to or not, there's always some event, some soccer thing, a birthday party, a church gathering. You know, I know you like to sing and show out, and you know, you're very personable. No, I love it, bro. Dude, Peter, life is so short, man. And when you get to be,
Yeah.
I can say, when you get to be a real man like you in front of your kids, man, where you just get to live, man. I'm so inspired by that, and I love it.
No, yeah, like you were saying, man. I mean, anywhere I go, I could go to Walmart right now. Some 2-3 people are gonna show me a shopping that's got to take like 30 minutes, ends up taking like 2 hours. We're over here talking 20 minutes here, then we're over here talking 30 minutes over here, and like, man, how you been? Or I've been seeing you killing it with these jobs. Everybody seems to be slow. I don't know how the fuck you still got work.
Yeah,
Give me
yeah,
some work, you know. I mean, it's nice, and then you have those good soccer teams with like good quality kids in the 16, 18. They're like,
yep.
Peter, man, this is the team you want to sponsor, man. He's like, don't go to other teams. This is the one you got to sponsor. They were out in Florida. They won the trophy in Florida this year and everything,
Nice.
you know.
What does that do for you to be able to give back like that, to be financially strong and be in your community like that? How does that like affect you as a man and as a business owner?
You know, I'm not that type of man that I gotta brag. I know exactly who's the one that taught me how to grow. And I'm not gonna put her on the camera now because she doesn't like to be on cameras that much or anything. But to be honest, I'm the man I am now. Because if I go back 10 years before of the guy I was, or even before I met her, man, I could have either been locked up or I could have even been dead by now, you know. I
Yeah,
was in
yeah,
the wrong businesses, moving different things, different
yeah,
areas, you know.
yeah,
My
yeah.
mom took me back home in 2014. That's when I met who's my wife now. And when we got here to Iowa, the first comments that you would hear from people were like, "Oh, why are you coming to Iowa? You think the money's just over here so you could broom it up and everything." And boom, 7 years later, they're proud of their nephews. Oh, I said it. They're proud of their nephew. Mom is proud of her boy, the one who's been with me, who's been with me since day one. Anything I tell her I want to do, I want to try her anything. My wife, you know, she has a lot to do to this. Like if
Yeah, I
I'm
seen
if
her pull up to get that machine. I knew
yeah.
that. I knew when I met
So
her
if
out
I
there in
if I
Texas.
was to say I'm the man and I'm the one that does everything, no, I mean I'm not that type of guy. I like to keep it real, you know. And I mean, obviously, there's gonna be some guys out there saying, "Nah, this motherfucker's on some bullshit." I'm not, you know. She's
No,
been
that's
with
the
me
truth.
since day one, so she deserves everything that the company. She grows with the company, you know.
Yeah. Oh man, I
So,
love
and
that.
that's obviously how I became the guy who I am. Because if it wasn't for her, bro, I'm telling you, I would have had never believed I would have had racked up what I got at the bank right now, you know.
Good, good.
But from every paycheck, bring it over here, bring it over here. And when I ask her, hey, where's the money? Oh, I'm broke. I don't have it. Next thing you know, I was like, damn. I was like, babe, I want a new truck. How much is the down payment? Let's go. the
Let's
down
go.
payment like nothing, you know.
Yeah. No, you pull up with blue faces. I seen it. I got some. So,
Yeah.
so when you're talking about the full experience, like as far as trying to do the roof, siding, all of that stuff, like the GCing, are you gonna start to move back towards that? You learn some lessons. Now you
No, yeah.
reevaluated.
To be
Yeah.
honest, right now I can tell you I count with 2 good framing crews.
Okay.
I count with 1 solid siding crew and then a backup, and then on roofing I have my own crew,
Okay. Yep.
and
Now
then
you gonna do
gutters.
a little bit of painting as well, or
No, I really just try to at the moment I get my feet in one company. I
yep.
don't try to say I try to grab everything, but you know, you're always gonna have that curious manager that's gonna ask you, hey, you know who does this, you know who does that, and then I just keep telling him, bro, I do everything.
Yeah. Come on. That's why you got
So
the LLC, right? So whatever.
yeah,
That's cool.
so there was a guy that he works for a big building company here. They're really big here in Iowa. They're called like Hubble Homes, and
Okay.
he's been one of the guys who's been treating me all of these trades. You know, he's been giving me a bunch of siding, a bunch of framing. Not much on gutters because I think that company already has been with their gutter crew for like
Yeah.
the past 8 years. You know, so I mean, I'm not gonna try to rush in there. You know, slowly but
Yeah.
surely I'll make it there someday. You know.
Yep. Um. Out there where you're at in Iowa, what's the weather like right now? You guys are. I know it was just snowing. Now it's calmed back down, but you got plenty of more
To be
snow.
honest, Sunday after the soccer game, it was like a blizzard type thing. We got to like negative 15 yesterday in the morning. It
Woo!
was like negative 13. And then today in the morning it was like 9. And then right now when I took lunch to my boys, I think it was almost like 38 degrees. So now we're back up to the 40s tomorrow. The rest of the week, next week, we're gonna be in the mid 40s. So perfect weather. For this
Perfect
time of
weather.
year, we're gonna take it, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. You know,
So
I'm originally from Detroit, man, and I don't miss it. I don't miss it. It's 70s right now in Florida,
my
and
mom was just over there. She was just in Orlando. I took her to the airport on Monday, and she just got back Sunday.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because we have my aunt that's over there too. I think spring break is. I'm planning on heading to Florida with the kids and everything.
Let me know. Come on, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
We
So
keep missing each other on that. What do you see yourself putting another location together anytime soon? Like a hub or something? Because I know how your mind works. What's your thoughts?
bro, my mind works that my aunt keeps calling me every single year. The one that lives in it's not Orlando, but
Yeah.
it's close to Orlando. Like she's like 20.
Talked to me
Whatever,
about it before, yeah.
yeah, whatever it is. She keeps telling me, hey, the house is there. If you want to go, go. She's like, she actually called me like last week before my mom left, and she was like telling me, she's like, look, there's people guttering just down the street. She's like, that could have been you.
It could have been you.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. I know a lot of people from the summit that are out in Florida, man.
Yeah,
I
we're
know.
pretty full over here, Peter. I heard like Arizona or Nevada was just waiting for you.
Yeah, no, but I mean, I do want to go back home where I'm
Yeah.
from. Maybe start something, maybe in New Jersey or somewhere nearby, you know, because I travel all the Midwest, so everybody
Yep.
knows me already in Omaha, Wisconsin, St. Louis. You know, everybody knows me in those areas because that's really what I travel, the Midwest. So, I mean, if I was to start somewhere, a place we really like is Wisconsin, Madison,
Okay.
Wisconsin, Milwaukee's real nice. The only thing I don't like about them is that they have way too much mountains, just like South Dakota, you know.
Yes.
But
I wanted to tell you too, and I'll get these to you, and then the whole world will see them here in the next week or two. But we're doing, you've seen me do the Gutter Growth Lives. I'll have the little free event. Like we just did one out in LA in the
yeah,
hills, and I had one in Orlando and Texas and different stuff. So if you want to see us, man, please come. You know, we feed you, we come out, we'll network, we'll put you in touch with some other guys. You know, we usually get 20, 30 companies out. But February 28th, we'll be in Denver, Colorado. April 4th, we'll be in Mobile, Alabama. May 16th will be in Greenville, North Carolina. June 13th will be in Chicago, Illinois.
Ooh, look at that.
July 18th will be in New York. And then the summit will be in September, and we haven't fully announced where that one's going to be. You know where it's going to be. November 14th, we'll be back out in Northern California.
Shit, take me to travel with you guys.
Let's go. Come on, come to all of them, brother.
Yeah, no, yeah.
They're free. Why not show up? Network, learn, grow, eat. I always get a real nice big mansion, man. We swim, smoke cigars, hang out, whatever.
No, yeah. I saw the one you guys just did in California.
It was in the hills, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's so good. All right, man. Well, I really appreciate you sitting down with me today. We have to do this more, so let's get back together maybe after the February or something. See how your year's starting off. But how can people find you to reach out to for your services or just to pick your brain? Because I know there's a lot of people really looking up.
To be honest, I keep it nice and simple. If you want to find me on Facebook, you either just go straight Peter Palomeque. I post everything of my business and my personal just there. If not, on Google, Facebook, all you gotta do is type in my last name, Palomeque Gutter LLC, and you're gonna see all those amazing reviews from those amazing customers. So you won't be disappointed.
Let it roll off my Palomeque the right way. I always say, I was telling someone else the other day, I was talking, I said, man, I'm going to have Peter Palomeque. He said, isn't that Palomeque? I said, yeah. And then I introduced you. So my fault. Yeah. But I won't let it happen again. Man, big things for you, bro. I'm proud of you, brother. I love seeing what you're doing. I absolutely support it. Again, to all the listeners, man, if you got that big project you need help with, man, call my boy Peter, man. They're really going to come out. He communicates well. He demands excellence, and all much love and respect. Happy New Year, brother.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you. And yeah, just let me know. Let me know for that speaker.
Oh, we'll definitely talk, man. We're gonna have to take a call about that because I want to hear what that side of the industry needs, man. I got a lot of English, Spanish speaking guys that I want to be able to A, support, but B, help them get into this community because you see what we're doing right now. Everybody's helping everybody. It wasn't even like that barely 3-4 years ago. 5 years ago, 10 years ago. Everybody's like keeping all the information and the secrets. And now everybody's realizing, man, but there's a huge Latin and Hispanic culture that makes up a massive part of this industry. And we want to get to know them. We want to be brothers and sisters and just, man, let's get this industry much bigger.
There's that one family on the gutter page too that I think, I can't remember, they're from Argentina or where, that it started with his dad a couple of years ago. Now the sons are running it and they got like 3-4 rigs too. I've seen them comment on the gutter growth page. I mean, there's good influencers.
You talking about Jeffrey Perez?
Yeah, the Perez, I think. Yeah,
they were at the summit. We just did dude, his podcast is getting released this afternoon. He's on the podcast this afternoon. So yeah, dude, we love it. And so yeah, man, let's just keep uniting, man. I really appreciate you being on today, man. I hope you have a fabulous New Year's.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And just give me a phone call whenever you're ready. I'm ready.
Let's talk later, brother.
All right, man. Take care. Bye.